welcome to the Spaghetti Junction podcast. My name is Bruce,
My name is Gareth.
and we talk about things. We just don't know where they're going to
They're
go.
gonna go. So apologies to all. That's the delay between episodes has been pretty bad lately. I'm the one who's meant to be uploading them, and stuff at work and just life. And anyways, apologies. I'll get
Don't
back onto it.
you don't know? It's you got to blame it on the you've got to blame it on the team that's working behind the scenes.
Oh yes, you're right. I'm very
These
busy.
people, I
I'm
know.
very busy
We
too.
really we need to really vet the people that we employ for this podcast
I
a
know
lot
they're
more.
slacking off, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. So that's kind of why. But yeah, this should be back on track again. Trying to get it back
Sure.
to one a week, but
Yeah.
Anyways, apologies gone. Um, I was surprised that you liked the movie called Civil War because it's not action. It's nothing like your normal style. So I was extremely surprised when you said no, you really liked it. The fact that you actually watched. I mean, not to say that you need to have action all the time. I'm just not used to you having a movie that's pretty much drama the whole way through, and you were like, yeah, good movie.
Yeah, so I'm glad we're talking about it because I watched it before you did,
Yeah.
and then you said it was sort of the next one on your list. Um, it's for anyone who hasn't seen it. Yeah, it's interesting because it doesn't. Yeah, the trailer
No.
didn't quite give you the full scope of the movie,
No.
and although it didn't, I wasn't disappointed, and I enjoyed where it came from. Look, it had its action moments, and but definitely more of a human drama
Yeah.
than what I was expecting. So let's not spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it. But
No. But so
yeah, I
in
just yeah.
what I did, I thought maybe part of the reason why you drew in was because of the photography.
It was really it was very well shot. I enjoyed one of the scenes where they're driving through the forest and there's that forest fire and it's just
There's a
like
fire going off.
embers everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just I enjoyed the style it was made in, and just for some reason it was just it was a compelling story, which I thought was very cool.
Yeah. It
So
was very well done, and it was what was great was Kirsten Dunst still. I think it is Kirsten Dunst, isn't it?
yeah, it
Yes,
was.
Kirsten Dunst. She's still a really good actress.
I haven't seen her in a movie in quite a long time.
No, it's been quite a while.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, no. I think it was pretty good. I think she did a great job. I liked it as well because, as you say, it was based on the humanity. If the civil war actually happened, how it impacts people's daily life, and it's not bombs going off. It's not the action that I thought it was going to be, like more action. But I'm actually glad it wasn't. It was really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, I think it was a pleasant surprise. I thought, but I immediately, or very very soon, sort of as I was going through it, was like, this is not what the trailer depicted this movie would be. But
Yes.
it wasn't a bad thing. So
Well, speaking of movies, I'm super stoked. Tomorrow, I'm going to go watch The Watchers, which is the movie that was. It's based on a book, and it was brought to the screen and directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. And it's
you
got
told me about that one.
and
You
it's got
told me.
Dakota Fanning in it. Um, Let me see if I can yank a. Just a quick trailer. I think you've probably seen the trailer for it. But anyways,
I
when I
haven't.
heard
I
about
haven't
it,
actually.
really? Okay, crap. Okay. When
You've
I
you've
heard
just
about
told
it,
me. You've just told me about the movie, but I don't know anything.
okay, okay. Um, all right. Well, I can't work out. It's not horror because me and horror just don't work. But it's got that little edge to it, like And I'm interested to see how she directs, as to like what influence M. Night Shyamalan has had over her directing. I would imagine that there would be a part of it in there. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure
Um,
he's had a hand in it.
oh yeah, for sure. Okay, well if you haven't watched the trailer, and I never know if I play something from YouTube if it gets blocked or not. So hey, if it hasn't, here's the video. If not, that was the video. Here we go. I'll give you a little bit of an intro to it. Here we go.
At the same time, we were young, single, driving, sexy. Any more words?
What is this place? Who are you?
We're just like you. Lost.
They come every night. They watch us until the sun rises again. It's a window on the other side.
They'll be very interested in someone new.
What is that? What are they doing?
Applause. For you, Mina.
Don't you want to know what they are?
That's impossible.
Okay, then.
It doesn't give too much away, but it does, and I still can't work out fully what it is, and that's why I want to see it.
Yeah, no, it didn't seem to give anything away to me. It didn't really.
Yeah.
So, and I like that. I saw a trailer like that a while back, and the movie looked really cool, and they really did not give a lot away. And I can't remember. It was like, oh wow, what a refreshing trailer. It's not 2 minutes of the entire movie.
I know, I quite like
So-
that. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, like what a novelty, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So that's based on a book by A.M. Shine, and it says that it's written and directed by Ishana Night Shyamalan, and the producer, as you saw, was the famous father. So I'm actually very keen.
Okay, all right. So he produced it. Okay.
He produced it, but she wrote and directed it. So she basically
Wow.
she has the power over that. It's her first movie, so I reckon, and she has a really good cast as well. I think it's going to be good.
It definitely has the M. Night Shyamalan sort of what could you say, look to it,
Ambiance.
style, ambiance, vibe.
Yeah.
One of those.
But I'm hoping, and I think it will be. I'm looking forward, to having that, but to also seeing a different feel that's not M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
And from what I can see, I think she'll. So it does have an M. Night feeling about it, but I don't know. There's just a different feel to it. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah. So when we meet again, I can let you know my thoughts.
You're gonna go watch. You're gonna go and watch that one on circuit, at the cinema.
Yeah, you know what's great being here, dude, is that, well, not great. I was going to say, what's great being alone is that I can go watch movies, but I go watch movies now because Walkwith is quite small, and, and so just getting out is good. I've watched more movies in the cinema recently that I've watched like in a few years in South Africa.
That's awesome. The last movie I watched on in a cinema was
Gun.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, I thought
I
so.
haven't watched no
Yeah.
movies.
No, I mean, I hardly
Movies
do
are
at all.
expensive.
Yeah, I mean,
Movies are expensive here, man.
I pay about $28.
Okay.
$30 basically, and that's for like that's for VMAX, and VMAX is
Okay.
basically that one below IMAX,
Right.
which I know is in South Africa. There's a bunch of VMAXs around the country. I'm pretty sure you got near you because I was having a chat with my mum and she knows about VMAX. I was like, okay, well.
Then you know what? Your mom knows more than me.
So there are VMAXs around. I think that there's like the one in the Rose Bank, and there's I think in Santon. Anyways,
Okay. All right.
so anyway, yeah. So but it doesn't always show on the VMAX. So we'll see if it's just a normal cinema or not. But the VMAX is also nice because it's got like really nice. When you sit down and you got this, I think I mentioned it last time. When you sit and you can put your arms out and you don't touch anybody, it's like that nice
Big.
chairs.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're very nice. So I'd rather spend just a little bit more and and like be in my own bubble.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then the only other news that I have is that Coldplay just released their first new song.
Really?
Quite a while. Yep. It came out today.
Oh, wow.
Or yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to go and listen to that.
Yeah. It's definitely, when you hear it, it's like they're definitely them, but it's not like, oh, I've heard that, multiple times and it's kind of boring. Let me actually bring it up quickly and play just a little bit of it. And then we'll get to our topic. Not that anybody's really watching us. Well, not many are watching us, so thank you who you are and who not. You can skip ahead because I'm playing Coldplay song because I can.
I know that this could hurt me bad. I know that this could feel like that, but I just can't stop. Let my defenses drop. I know that I was born to kill any angel on my windowsill, but it's so dark inside. I throw the windows wide. I know, la 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 la. I know, la 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 la. Still I don't let go. And fields of flowers grow. Oh, it feels like I'm falling in love. Maybe for the first time. Baby, it's my mind. You blow, it feels like I'm falling in love. You're throwing me a lifeline. This is for a lifetime. I know.
Yeah, so that's their latest one out.
Okay.
I quite like it. At first, I was like, okay, like, when it got into the chorus, I quite liked it. They're very good. They have written like melodic, anthemic, if that's a word, kind of music. They really got it nailed down. Like they know exactly the structure and where the chords are going to be the best, and the whoa whoas and la la las. They just seem to know what they're doing, which is why I think they do so well.
Yeah. I'll have to give that one a couple of listens to really get the
Oh, for sure.
sort of,
I mean,
yeah.
literally what you heard is what I heard as well. I don't
Right,
know much more
okay.
than that. But, no, and I listened to it once before we chatted. And I quite
Oh,
like
but
it. I think it's a song which will grow on you, kind of thing.
yeah, at least it's nice that they're releasing something new. I mean, when was their last album? It's quite a while ago.
About a year ago, maybe. Yeah, it was about 2 years ago because that was really good. It was they recorded it live on a rooftop somewhere in Israel. It was
Oh,
really good.
okay. I didn't even know about that one. Sure.
Yeah, no, and they're coming to New Zealand in November, so I'm definitely going
Cool.
because their shows are like epic.
Yeah, I must say that's when I didn't for a long time I didn't think much about Coldplay until I saw the DVD of that DVD release that they did of that one tour that they did when they came to South Africa, and I was
Yes,
like, whoa,
yeah, that's
okay.
when I watched them live.
Did you go? You went to that concert here in SA,
Yeah, I went with my sister and brother-in-law.
right?
It
I
was
was like, oh
incredible.
man,
It was
I should have
really
gone.
good. Yeah, it was really, really good. I wouldn't be surprised if they come past South Africa sometime again.
No, we'll see.
Yeah. So anyway, 16 minutes in. It's okay because this other one might not take 40 minutes. Might just be very light and short. So,
Yeah, well,
so, yeah. To like bring it in, I went to an expo. You can call it. Or I would call it more like a convention. Sounds a lot better than expo. You know, convention is more.
definitely a convention. Yeah.
Convention is the better word to use. In Auckland, and it was called Armageddon. And it's very much the best way that I can describe it is it's pop culture. It's very much if you think of cosplay, which we'll obviously chat about now, cosplay and like gaming, and things along those lines. Like anime, which is got
Anime, yeah.
a very big community. Probably when I went in and I looked at things to buy, probably the high percentage was anime stuff. It just has a huge following. And also I probably spent more time outside of the convention hall taking photos and meeting people. It's such a cool environment. Like it's very like if you are into what Armageddon is, then you just relate. And
Yeah.
every person that I spoke to, relatable. Nobody was angry. Nobody was horrible. There was no like. There was. It's a very accepting community, and that's why I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There's a sign there saying cosplay does not mean consensual. And I know it sounds weird, but what it was saying is basically don't go up to anybody and take a photo without you
Yeah.
actually asking them first and chatting to them first before you just go around and random photos, because
Yeah.
everybody I spoke to, absolutely, photos were going left, right, and center, and we chatted about what they were wearing or what they were doing there, but yeah, I quite liked it because it gave people, I don't know, just some form of feeling like, yes, someone can take a photo of me, but I put work into this, and this is part of who I am right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you need to ask me to be in your space, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely. I mean, it's become a huge subculture, and I was just thinking. I mean, It almost like. I was thinking about this morning. The whole cosplay thing. It's almost like fancy dress on steroids, because I mean for
Fancy dress on steroids.
it is because everyone enjoys just a general fancy dress party, and that's been on the cards for years. But the cosplay thing, that's a more recent thing, and everyone loves to sort of get into the spirit of dressing up for an occasion.
Oh, for
And
sure.
and dressing up as a favorite character of them from a movie or something like that. Like, oh, cool, so and so is having a fancy dress party. I know exactly who I'm going to go as, and that kind of thing. And then you've got this whole culture of people who always go and dress up as their favorite, and there's so many different characters.
Oh, for sure.
So whether it's Star Wars, Star Trek, anime, whatever. So, and I know, and I'm blown away by some of the effort that some of these people put into their.
I mean,
it's crazy.
So I agree with you to a point. So fancy dress, but this is a level up from fancy dress. This is a level
no, absolutely.
It's more of an identity, if that makes sense. So the people who would dress up for a fancy dress party, just for fun, I doubt we're going to see them running around in cosplay. But I do see what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I think when with people who are these type of people who go to these conventions, who do cosplay and stuff like that, they're very, very much more invested. A lot of their lives revolve around being a part of that culture, whether they're in gaming, whether they're collecting comic books, whether they're uber fans of one particular character, whatever like that. So they're a lot more invested, whether it's monetarily, just that's part of their it's like you said, part of their identity.
Yeah. I mean, what's interesting when you're speaking about money wise is that there are certain cosplayers who actually get flown around to different conventions that make money out of it. There's two from Japan
Amazing.
that were actually flown across to the one in Auckland, and like literally they are there because they are just so damn good at what they do that they've made a living out of working cosplay, which is quite something. Just
amazing.
Boom. No, most definitely.
So I have a question. This is just something I've thought of.
Yeah.
If you were to go to a convention and dress up, what would your sort of go-to character be that you would dress up as?
Oh, that's a great question.
I just thought, that's a cool question.
If you had asked me before, so I had time to think about it.
It just came to me now. Actually,
it would probably be from one of my games. So probably I would actually use one of the characters either from Fortnite, because I played it a lot.
Okay.
And that I mean, if you want to, let me just do how many skins are on Fortnite, just so you know.
Oh yeah, of course, because you got those.
Choice you have 1,788 skins.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I could probably find I could find one of the skins that I would but I would probably find it from a specific game that I play a lot. So the Fortnite would be fun, because but that's like a multiplayer, like everybody plays.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would have to think about it. But it would be probably from one of my games, because in the at Armageddon there weren't really many movies characters. There were almost
okay, so more from the gaming.
Almost all of them were gaming or anime. And there was also a group, and I'll bring it up quickly. Oh yeah, so for people who probably don't know, I did some photography edit, and it was my first time doing photography with people, and I had a blast. I have a bone to pick with you. I sent you what I think was my best photo, and what did you say? Well, what you could have done better is ... And I was like, you know what? Screw you. It was like probably my best photo I've taken. And you're like, oh, well, what could have been better done? And then I showed you another one. Well, you know what? It's good, but you should have thought of X, Y, and Z. I'm like, you know what? You're supposed to be my friend, and you've just really shat all over my photo. So Yeah, whatever. That
I'm
was
sorry.
nah.
But I did
Actually,
see
was
how.
a bit of a.
But
It was a bit of a downer. I won't lie to you. I was like,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
okay.
I apologize. But I did see how you changed the composition of the one after I recommended it.
No, I didn't actually. That was more because it was made onto my phone, so I didn't change anything. So screw
What the
you.
black and white one?
No, this one. Okay, so first off, this is probably my favorite photo, and this is the one where
Yeah.
you went, yeah, what you could have done better. I'm like, this to me is like one of my best photos I've taken. Just on like how it was filmed, the the right angle, the lighting, everything like that was
Yeah.
just really well done. And so even though you didn't think it was great, I thought it was probably one of my best photos that I've ever taken. Yeah, I mean, Bruce goes, yeah, well, what you could have done better.
Well, look, I'm not exactly like a pro photographer myself, so just sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just
I apologize.
okay. We'll have to carry on this after the. Otherwise, it's going to be a bitch and moaning about. So anyway, this character is, I believe. See, half the characters I don't know exactly, but I think she's from one of the Kingdom Heart. I could be very wrong, but it's one of the like anime style / games. And what was like really nice with people like her is that they were like, yes, sure. And what was nice is that people would do, would do a certain pose that would relate to the character.
Okay.
So it wasn't just your normal let me stand or let me whatever.
Yeah.
It was, and I really enjoyed that. We were talking about like how people take like so much energy, some time to do their costume, and I'm going to bring up one of them that just blew my mind. I think it was near the beginning, and this is Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Now, what's incredible is that it's a full working suit.
Yeah.
Like somehow he's in the top there. I don't know how he did it, but it just blew my mind. The work behind that would have been, I would have said, taken a year. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I've seen how these guys do it. The boots, the legs. He's sort of got platforms inside the legs that stand him like 2 feet up in the air, and then those strapped to his legs, and then everything. Oh, it's crazy. And then he stands like what, 8 feet tall or something stupid.
He stands the same height as the real Bumblebee. Exactly. He's like done the exact measurements, everything like that.
It's impressive. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was quite something.
He's the older. Okay, he's the older. He's basically the Beetle Bumblebee from the standalone movie.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
cool.
right. No. I mean, he's the original Bumblebee. Not from not the standalone Bumblebee. He's the original Bumblebee that just happened to become part of a movie. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So he was from the original Transformers.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Not that I sound geeky or anything like that, but
not at all.
How dare you speak?
When is that? Talking about Transformers, when's that new animated Transformers movie coming? Do you know? Is it out yet?
I didn't even know it was coming, to be honest.
Remember, I told you there's this new one coming, and it's got like Chris Hemsworth in it, and it's all these crazy, cool voice actors. And
I don't remember, but okay.
I think we watched the trailer on one of our episodes.
Well, there
as
we
well.
go. Well,
it looks seriously like I'm not one for animated movies, and that one looks cool. So
yeah. So this one I didn't know, but there's a community called the abbreviation is FNAF, which is Five Nights at FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy. Now there's a movie out.
I know about that,
which is Five Nights at Freddy, but it's actually based on a game. And the game The game has, oh my gosh, I can't remember, I can't tell you exactly how many. Someone at work tried to explain to me the whole, it has a huge, like, folklore about it. It's like more than 10 games. It's crazy. And all I remember is from what she told me is that, and I don't know even, so like every person in this, a photo are from the actual game. One of the things that so for example, and this animatronic is also built. I mean, if you look at it, it's built completely from scratch. It's a full-on, animatronic outfit. Again, that would have taken them. I mean, and to the degree of like the details. Anyways, so it all starts off with I don't know who the characters are, what they're called, but anyway, there's this person who basically he hunts children. Okay, this is very bleak, by the way, so just be aware. This is I couldn't believe how dark these characters are. So anyway, there's this person who basically hunts children, like for whatever reason. I don't know who he was angry with, but he begins to hunt children. He kills them off, then he stashes them into the animatronics where he works, and and somehow the souls of the children get linked to the different animatronics, and they basically take over the animatronics, and because they were being hunted, obviously they are like not happy people, and they become really freaky, scary ass animatronics that go around and hurt people or kill them. And the only reasoning why that people find out that there were children in there is that this is where it gets really dark, is because the smell from the costumes, obviously, they began to reek because of the dead bodies within the animatronics.
Oh my word!
Yeah, it is messed up, dude. Exactly. Well, when I was told, and she said, "Okay, so that's the beginning. Do you want to hear more?" I was like, "Nope. That is
okay." So it's
what I want to know.
So it's almost like it's basically reanimated dead children wearing animatronic suits.
Pretty much, their soul is basically tied to a certain animatronic.
What the hell kind of drugs was this person taking when they?
That's what I said. Actually, I was like, that is so messed up.
My word.
So that is FNAF. That is what is known within their community as FNAF, and everybody you see on there is from the Five Nights at Freddy. There is a movie that was released a little while ago. It's now on Instagram. On Netflix.
Okay.
Which I'm not. Oh, and she is also from that same community as well.
Okay.
She's one of the characters.
Okay, because she looks like a bit like Jigsaw from the Saw movies.
Kind of a little bit.
She's got this the red cheeks and the white face and the stripes.
But a little
giving
bit,
me,
I guess.
That's the sort of first impression. Well, that's one series that's, I think, very FNAF'd up, if you ask me. My word.
I know, it's an actual game and people play it, and it's like, I probably don't want to watch the movie if that's based on, because the movie is based slightly on the actual games, and it's more based around these animatronics going rogue and basically killing people throughout the
I gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna give that a watch. I'm too curious now. I'm like, okay, all right, let's see.
I probably will as well. It'll probably freak the crap out of me, but I mean, we'll see how far I can get.
Yeah, we can have a chat about it the next time we talk. See, how far did you get? No, I got to this part. No, and then I just like, no.
Yeah, pretty much. So this character is from a game called Mortal Kombat, which you probably know of. I think most people will know of.
Yes.
Well, not
Okay. Yeah,
most,
I know
but
Mortal
I
Kombat.
think
Okay.
a lot of people will know what Mortal Kombat was, or
Definitely.
is. It's based on games. It's all a bunch of games, and they did a whole bunch of movies. That I think the first one did okay, and the second one just sank. It wasn't that good. And this is what I'm saying in the sense of how you ask somebody for their photo, and they will actually get into that character.
Yeah, like a
Which
pose,
is-
like a yeah,
which is
cool.
why that angle was there, because it was exactly. And as you can see, the amount of work that they would have put into their costume is just incredible.
It's huge. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. Yeah, so as you can see, there's some from games. There was a couple going around. It was a husband and a wife and their kid.
Yeah.
The one was dressed up. The wife was dressed up as Princess Leia. The husband was dressed up as Luke Skywalker, and this
Right.
kid was dressed up as Yoda.
Brilliant.
It was really. It was very funny. I didn't get get a picture of it, but it was very, very cool. And this is also one of my favorites. This you will not know. She's from probably the favorite game that I've ever played, which is called Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, what's
Okay.
cool about, and this is where we'll geek out a little bit, or I will. Sorry, I did bring up this topic. So why Horizon Zero Dawn was such a big game that made such a huge impact? It's the first game where it's basically based in a world where there are animals everywhere, but every animal is made out of metal. So if you see, for example, the deer or larger animals, it's all mechanics. So
Okay.
the way that you fight them, and the way that you bring them down, and the way that they are part of the whole game is very different, because it's just not your normal animals running around. It's a very
Right.
short version, very short, concise. I could make it way bigger, but
Okay.
that's why I liked it, because it was a very new look on gaming. And if you look on her, the side of her head is a blue little triangular thing.
Yes.
What that was, that's a communication mechanic in itself, where it links, where literally it's I guess a version of it you could say is it's like she's wearing the Apple iPro, that kind of a thing.
Okay,
When it
alright.
links into where it links to to her vision, and blah 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 blah. Very, very cool. I'll bring up the one that you helped me shape a little bit, because it actually did look it did look better, but I didn't change it just because you didn't like it. This one here. Now, this is a character from Star Wars.
Yeah, I was wondering, because I didn't recognize this character
No,
at
it's
all.
A character
And
it's a character from Star Wars. And the amount of work also. And as you can see, also the way that he looked, the way that he shaped himself
yeah,
with the glove, and the way that he moved his head. That's why I'm saying it's really cool to be able to photograph people from this kind of convention, because they are like part of the role. They like get into it.
yeah.
Yeah, they immerse themselves into it. We are kind of coming nearer to 40 minutes, so we can pretty much close up soon. But yeah, I mean, if anybody else wants to look at the look at my Instagram, they're welcome. You'll see it on the little top screen. They might add it into our little bio. But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Nice.
I was I was interested why you were so excited about that last photo I took, because that took me literally what, less than 20 seconds of doing it. It took me such a short amount of time. This is the one that you were like all so excited about. I was like, okay, what's that one there?
It was just so cool, man. You just got everything right. It was like this really cool, like, I don't know. It told the story. And the fact that you did it in black and white, it was like, it just, this is the thing about photography. It's like, I can't tell you why that photo speaks to me. It just does. It's just like, oh man, it's so cool. Plus, I'm just a big fan of black and white photography. That's why I thought your previous photo was so cool. You did it in black and white, and I don't know. You basically it's telling me a story. I can't tell you what the story is, but you're telling me a story, and I really like that. And that's what a photo does. That's the difference between a photo. That's the difference between a photo and a snapshot. You composed the pieces in the photo really well. It was just, there's something there, and you're not. And what's interesting is that even in this photo, you're not like following a rule of thirds and everything that you're not doing any of that, but you've still created a story.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what you always want to look for. And it's just I saw it. I saw it as I sort of got a little bit better and practiced and whatever. You notice, like, that's a cool photo. Nah, I missed it with that one. Wait a minute. If I just crop this out, I've just taken a photo that I didn't think was really cool, and I've changed the composition just by cropping. That's why I said, whenever I'm editing photos, the cropping is something I do first. And then I'm like, oh wow, look at that kind of thing. Yeah. And it's happened quite a few times where a photo that I didn't think was great turned into something that I was actually proud of. So I don't know, man. It just, like I said, I can't. It's got an X factor, and you can't tell what that X factor is.
Yeah. I mean, and I wrote on that because this was the last, because I wanted to make a photo that basically broke. That basically said, I'm now done doing photography of Armageddon. Like, this is the final one.
Yes,
and now you might not know, but the bottom character is Mario. It's a keyring that I got there. Super Mario. And to me, it was just a photo of, like, saying, you know what? There's my camera. I'm done with that. I'm going to have a drink. And Super Mario was that like links you to the exhibition kind of thing. That's just how it kind of worked for me. And also what made it really, really good, I took the photograph on top of a white granite countertop. So it has that extra white glare to it. It almost looks as if there's like nothing underneath it. And that was also what made this photo even better in black and white, is because of the base of it.
Exactly. So because this is the thing where you got to be careful with black and white, is that if the photo is too busy, if there's too much going on in the photo, the black and white, it doesn't translate nicely as black and white, and it would work boring color. Which is why I said with that guy from Star Wars that you did in black and white, there was just maybe a little bit too much going on in the background, and if you just cut that out, he ended up popping out of the photo so much better. And this is why, and that's maybe why this one works as well. The starkness of everything, on the white background. That's what's also making it pop. And it's just, I don't know. There's something. It's cool. I thought, oh wow, he actually took a photo to end off the photo series.
Yeah,
that's cool. That was cool, man.
Well. When I did it, I was like, that's exactly the reasoning behind it. I wanted to like take a photo of the photos. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
Yeah, and that's why I sent it to you. I said, dude, where the hell did this come from? This is great. This is well done, you know? So it's very cool.
This one probably took me I mean, it didn't take me a huge amount of time. I just said, okay, let me put that there. Let me put that there. I think I took like 2 or 3 photos first. Okay, that doesn't work. That wasn't. Okay, bam, and then it was done. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Well,
cool,
on that
man.
note, happy days. Thanks for doing a bit of a walkthrough on my adventures through the little Armageddon exhibition slash, what do we call it?
Convention.
Convention, yes. But it is really, really cool.
Pop culture convention.
Pop culture. Oh, and what I didn't mention, but we have done it in a previous episode, is I met a bunch of I met a bunch of furries as well.
Right.
Good old dogs, and I think the majority of them were like some form of a dog or a cat was in there somewhere like that.
Yeah.
And why
yeah.
it just goes so well there as well is because everybody just accepts you as you are.
Yeah.
And there was also a section of one of the stalls, linked with the rainbow flag and so forth. It just seemed to be very much like a melting pot of whoever you are, you're not going to get judged here. I think that's also why they do so well. So
probably,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
Okay.
thank you and all that kind of fun stuff. It's
Awesome.
been real, interesting conversation. Hopefully
Very cool,
it was entertaining to some people.
Yeah. I think it's and I think I mean you definitely that kind of convention is definitely bigger than the ones happening in South Africa. Apparently last year Armageddon had 40,000 people come through over the period of the convention.
Oh, was there one in South Africa?
No. I'm talking about the one last year in New Zealand. About 40,000 people.
Yeah. It's over Friday nights and Saturday, Sunday. The major people come through on Saturday, but what you'll find is that a lot of people will be coming through on this Sunday as well.
Right. Yeah, it's cool.
Because
it's cheapest.
Yeah. Well, there we
Awesome.
go. Thank you very much.
Cool. Nice to see insights into those types of things.
There we go.
Cool. Well, this has been the Spaghetti Junction podcast. My name is Bruce.
That's Gareth.
And we'll guys will catch you in the next one.
Do you want to like, share, all that kind of stuff? No?
Oh, yes. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff.
Maybe somebody will comment. It'd be great. So we know that at least someone's alive to say hi. I'd like that. And I'll make sure that every week now it comes out at a proper time. And thank you to the 6 people who were loyal to go through our excitement of a night at the Roxbury. I know probably it wasn't very many people's excitement, but hey, this is why we have a podcast, because sometimes we're just damn selfish.
Yeah.
All right, people, you have a good one. Thanks for
Cool, guys.
sticking around. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Goodbye.